I think we're live. I do believe we're live. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Please do let me know in the chat if you can't. If you can hear, you should be able to hear these words, which are West Ham United are fourth in the Premier League after beating Manchester United 2-0. And let's be fair, it wasn't even in doubt, was it? It was always on the cards. Thank you to everybody who's joined us in the chat. We've got a lot to talk about. This is party time. It's really, really good. Now, I don't even know where to start. I'll tell you what I will say, though, is we beat Manchester United today without our best player, without really playing brilliantly well. We weren't great in the first half. We were so comfortable that we substituted Felipe Anderson to get ready for a game in midweek against Oxford. Just let that sink in for a second. We were so comfortable playing against Manchester United that we subbed Felipe Anderson so as he can play against Oxford. That was at 1-0. And the funny thing is, at 1-0, I never felt squeaky bum. I didn't think it was under threat at all. I was actually quite confident we were going to win. We won without them ever really having a chance to get the 3 points. Which is crazy. Again, that's Manchester United. They never, at any point at our stadium, looked like they were going to get the 3 points. When we went 1-0 up, there was a chance, wasn't there, that skimmed across. How he missed it, I don't know. Went across the face of goal. But that would have only taken it to 1-1. They were never really in a position to win. And we beat a team, but let's be fair, we didn't play particularly well. We didn't need to be. Because if we were all honest with ourselves, they weren't any better than Aston Villa, really, were they? In fact, I think they were worse than Aston Villa, because at least I thought Aston Villa, who had Grealish and McGinn in there, had some players with some threat. But look, if you're joining this and you're in this chat, this is a bit of a biased show. So if you are a West Ham fan, I can see there's quite a few people in the chat at the moment. If you're a Manchester United fan, this is going to be a biased show. I'm not going to talk an awful lot about Manchester United. I'm going to be talking about West Ham. So if you are, you'll probably be better off searching for another stream elsewhere, because I'm in a bit of party mode. I've got a bit of a sore throat. Can you hear? I didn't attend the game today for, two different reasons. Number one, Mrs. Gonzo was working because they switched the game. Sky are naughty. We'll talk about Sky in a minute, by the way. I'm not happy with their commentary. I'm not happy with their punditry, but we'll talk about Sky in a minute. But because they switched the game, it sort of mucks up our rota in the home. As it turned out, I got a bit of a cold. Got a bit of man flu. So, anyway. But it worked out. And if you're in that stadium today, then you've had a really, really nice time. I'm absolutely delighted for everybody, because we are into fourth. And I think possibly Chelsea, if they win today by more than a goal, can knock us into fifth. That sounds crazy. Those words sound ridiculous. Chelsea, if they win today by more than one goal, can knock us down into fifth. Because unless I am very much mistaken, let me check the old Premier League table. Where have Crystal Palace gone then? Oh, they drew 1-1, so Wolves must have got a late goal. So we're in fourth on 11 points. We're joint third, really. Well, I guess we're not, aren't we? Because Leicester City have got a 2 better goal difference. We're no longer in negative goal difference at West Ham, so we are +1 in terms of goal difference. with the Aaron Cresswell goal. Let's do things one at a time. Calm it down, mate. I'm talking to myself there. We'll get to Cresswell's goal. Whoa. Well, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm rather excitable. Let me close down that Premier League window. But anyway, we've got 11 points. Same with Leicester. We can't quite overhaul Manchester City in our next game. Oh, we can. If we win our next game and Man City lose, we go ahead of Manchester City. I'm getting a bit carried away. I know. But look, we're West Ham fans. I've got to be allowed to enjoy this, right? We should all be allowed to enjoy ourselves. Surely. Right, let's go. Look, normally when we do reviews, we do things in chronological order. I just can't. I'm too excitable. I can't go back to the first minute. I can't, because we just got for the 94th minute. Gio and Charlie are at the games. Probably within the next hour, they're going to have their videos uploaded. I'm probably not going to talk here for an hour, but we'll keep you entertained. No one's uploading videos. As we know, there's not very good Wi-Fi and 4G around the stadium. But there'll be loads of videos. Gio's going to do some fan cams as well. And obviously all the other channels will be uploading all their stuff. But for right now, you're stuck with me, little old excitable me, with a sore throat. Right. Let's go through the players one by one. Let me go for all that. Then we'll go to the chat. I can see you're all having a good old chin wagging there. Good on you. Good on you. Nice to see so many of you regulars in there. Right, okay. Fabianski. We'll start with Fabianski. Made a couple of good saves, didn't he? But not 20 saves. Made a couple of good saves. Played well today. Was the best goalkeeper on the pitch today. One, absolutely delighted with Fabianski. Ryan Fredericks. Was that his best game? I think that might have been his best game. That James that they've got, the quick one, there was a particular point in the first half where there was a sprint on. And he matched him. He just matched him. He put it out for the corner, didn't he, Fredericks? But he matched him for pace. And this is meant to be one of the quickest players in the league. So it was a good game for Fredericks today. I thought he sort of tried to link up with Yarmolenko quite well and was sort of involved in the first goal in a sense because he sort of created the space, didn't he, down the right and enabled the Yarmolenko and Noble to do their stuff. Felipe Anderson obviously flicked it all over. Oh, Eddie's made a donation. Thank you, Eddie Duffy. Let me read out his message here. I can hear the moans from Manchester United all the way here in New Jersey. Thank you. And at what time? It's early, isn't it? What we do? 6 hours. So was it 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that in New Jersey? Would that be right? I think I might be right. Thank you. Bless you. Bless you for that donation. That's very, very kind of you. Where was I? Fredericks. So Fredericks played well. Now the two pillars of strength. Have we just kept 3 clean sheets in a row? Did we keep 3 clean sheets in a row? I think we have. Is that 3? The centre halves. Diop, do you remember last season? Because we beat Manchester United last season. Do you remember? Of course you do. It's are we their bogey team? We might be Manchester United's bogey team now. 4 clean sheets, Harry and Doug. 4, including Newport. Thank you, gentlemen. So anyway, so when we beat them last season, and then we beat them this season. Anyway, I can't. When we did, Jose Mourinho was manager, and he said Diop was a monster. I think he called him a monster. I thought Diop was a monster again today. Thou shalt not pass, which, as Gandalf said, if you like your Lord of the Rings, thou shalt not pass. Okay. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. He was brilliant. And first of all, he did his tackle. Bang! Sorted it right out. Absolutely sorted it right out with that tackle. I can't remember who it was against. Might have been against James or something like that. But it was early on in the game. And he was saying, you were not going to get past me. And I tell you what, they very rarely did that. I thought he was brilliant. Bonner, they are building a partnership. We all thought Balbuena was the one, didn't we? And he may still be the one. I'm sure he will go on to do great things at West Ham. But they are building a partnership. You can't say otherwise, can you? After 4 clean sheets, as the chaps have pointed out. Wonderful. I hope he goes with a pair of them against Oxford. Oxford, we'll do a preview, obviously, but I think Oxford won by 4 or 5 goals. Not that we should worry about that. We're 4th in the Premier League. Joint 3rd if you don't take goal difference into account. So I thought Bonner, wonderful as well. Aaron Cresswell. Wait. We're not getting to the juicy bit yet. Aaron Cresswell. But the pressure was on him. Wonderful. I thought wonderful, for him to come in, particularly considering what had gone on with Masuaku. Masuaku played well, of course, where, got the assist and everything, didn't he, Masuaku? So against Norwich, played really well against Norwich. So there was pressure on Aaron Cresswell to come in. The Aaron Cresswell song has not been sung very much lately. I bet they're singing it today. But with a new, got to change a couple of words, haven't you? Of course. But it's wonderful because he's been at the club quite a long time. And Edward I'll just describe. They go on a minute. Let me just go through the players. I'm taking it. Most of you have seen it. You've all been watching it, yeah. Anyway, for those of you, I'd be interested to know in the old feed, in the chat there that I can see. If anybody didn't, if you need me to describe something in more detail rather than just being emotional, I guess we can do. But Gio will deal with all that in the review later when he's with Charlie. I'll go for everything chronologically if you missed it. Okay, where are we? Players. Okay, right side of midfield, Yarmolenko. He started to impose himself. Yarmolenko is not quick. And I don't want to paper over the cracks here, because there were times in the first half when we were woefully slow. We are lacking one or two quick players. But I thought he was in full control quite a lot of the game, and used his skill. He's one of those players, he's going to cut in on his left foot, but sometimes there's not an awful lot people can do about it. And he's obviously someone who's been out for a long time, and you feel he's coming into fitness. I also feel he's almost trying to reinvent himself. Apparently, he used to be quick at wherever he was a Ukrainian club, wasn't he? And then he went to Borussia Dortmund, got injured, but apparently used to be quick. He's almost trying to reinvent himself after that injury. He's not going to be quick anymore. So, but he was very, very good, technically good, retains the ball well. He's big and he's strong. Was pleased, was really, really pleased for him. Mark Noble, he might be my man of the match. It might be Diop. Mark Noble was absolutely wonderful. Really, really wonderful. Was integral in the first goal as well. The Spire Sky punditry, we'll get onto that in a bit, was they were saying he wasn't challenged, but I thought he was doing a really good job of keeping his body between the defender and the ball, and he kept the ball alive up until the point for the first goal. We'll deal with the first goal. Who cares? Order. Never mind about order. What happened with the first goal is Ryan Fredericks made some space. It came back. Yarmolenko tried to make a little attack. Didn't really happen. It came back to Noble. Noble was killing a little bit of time in sort of all the inside right position. Not quite wide enough to be right wing, but almost on the edge of the 18-yard box. Almost stood on the corner. And he kept on sort of doing his turns. Remember the old Scott Parker turns? Noble was doing quite a lot of that. And then Felipe Anderson, who had not been good up to that point, told him what to do. He demanded the ball, said, play it there. Noble played the ball to Felipe Anderson at pace, and Felipe Anderson did a wonderful, probably the best pass of the game, a little chipped pass. Now, whilst all this is going on between Mark Noble and Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko has started making his journey into the box. He's gone round and he has received the little chipped flick pass from Felipe Anderson. He's controlled it with one touch. On his second touch, he's dispatched it low into the bottom left part of the goal to De Gea's right, low and precise to put us 1-0 up. It was a beautiful goal. It really was a lovely, full of technique, lots and lots of good technique. The combination between Anderson and Yarmolenko was wonderful, and it was a lovely flick from Anderson, beautiful, but he still had quite a lot to do, and he did it really, really well. He'll score some goals. Yarmolenko. There's no doubt about it. But he was positioned, and the way he drifted in and got into almost a centre forwards position, which is pretty much where he scored from, was lovely. So anyway, we've dealt with Mark Noble, fantastic. Declan Rice next to him. They controlled the midfield. This is, I said in the preview, this is a shadow of Manchester United. It's the ghost of Manchester United past. And we didn't have to be at our best to win today. That's key and that's crucial. We did not have to be at our best. And that's, we can only, it's ridiculous. I'm talking about Manchester United here. We can only beat what's put in front of us. That's what we say. That's what, I said when we played Newport. But you can only beat who's in front of you. But Declan Rice and Mark Noble dominated the centre of midfield today. On the left, Felipe Anderson, he didn't start very well. We weren't very good at the start. There were two bang average teams at the start of that game. For the first half hour, maybe two bang average teams. And neither of us were particularly good. But as it turned out, in the end, we did actually have the best players on the pitch, which is what I thought would be the case. But our best player, Lanzini, was missing. His replacement, Fornals, we'll get to him in a second. Let me just deal with Anderson, who started he gave the ball away a lot. But the one pass he did get right was the assist. The one thing that keeps Anderson in the team, and the reason that Pellegrini obviously subsequently took him off to rest him, is the only one with any pace. We are slow. It's something we're going to need to address. But I don't want to concentrate on negatives now, because there's so much good stuff, and we all enjoy the rest of our Sunday now, don't we? But anyway, so yeah, he came into it. The more the game went on, the better Anderson became, and I think it's fair to say that's the case for all of our players, aside from the back four, who were pretty much good throughout. Lanzini was injured. We don't know what's going on. We'll discuss that another time, maybe. There's a rumour that he might be out for a month. Fornals played. And yeah, I don't want to be too negative, but basically, Fornals is too slow. And I said this before. I've said it. I'm not just saying it now off the back of this game. He needs to be playing centrally all the time if he's going to play, because when he drifts out wide, he's just not quick enough. And there were times we tried to play counter-attacking football today, and as I say, we're one player shy of being able to play attacking football. You've got to remember Haller is not fast either. So all of the onus is on Anderson to stretch them, and or Fredericks to do the overlap. Obviously, Fredericks' a defender. He's starting from so far back; it's difficult for him to do it. Yeah, Fornals didn't play well today. Fornals wasn't very good. Having said that, once we got into the lead, I felt he settled down. I also felt he needed the whole game. He needed the whole game, and I think he was pleased. I was pleased that he was going to get it, and he sort of gained some confidence by the end, because by the end of it, he'd actually done a nutmeg on someone and did a pirouette. But he's going to have to. He's slow. There's no doubt about it. He is slow. People keep on saying, I'm funny, there's someone in the chat at the moment says Fornals a young kid. He didn't do anything wrong today. Just hasn't got the performance of a Lanzini or an Anson. He'll grow. No, I'm going to have to take you up on that, Tim. It's not he'll grow. He's not going to get any quicker. He's 24 now. He is not going to get any faster. And this is my point about it. He needs to be deployed in an area of the pitch where pace isn't so important. So I want to see him more centrally, where actually his passing and his technique come more into it. When he drifts wide, he just gets swallowed up by the quicker players, because that's where the quick players play. So I think he will improve. I think he will adapt to the league, but we need to find it's very, very difficult for us sometimes when we have only one fast player in the team. Fornals would thrive if he had a fast player either side of him, and possibly a fast forward. Anyway, that's that. I don't want to be too negative. As I say, he came into it and he started to play better. He started to get more confidence. If Lanzini is out for a month, he is going to be more confident if he plays in that position. That being said, Wilshere did come on. I'd said earlier on that Anderson was taken off to save him for Oxford. It was Wilshere that came on. Wilshere played really, really well when he came on. So I wouldn't be surprised he's played himself into start. I was going to say starting position for Bournemouth, but he's definitely going to start, isn't he? Wilshere's definitely going to start against Oxford. So yeah, Wilshere came on, played very, very well. Sebastian Haller. I don't feel that Haller would have felt he was getting the service that he would like, but he's gonna have to soak it up a little bit, because he is actually at the moment he's part of a winning team, and that's absolutely wonderful. I actually thought at the start he held the ball up really, really well. There were 3 occasions in that first half where I didn't think we were playing particularly well, where the ball went up to him and he retained it. He was a real target man. It was absolutely fantastic. And unfortunately, because of the reasons I said, which was the pace, basically Yarmolenko and Fornals in particular couldn't quite keep up what he was trying to do. It sort of petered out. But Haller should have scored. There was a point when Anderson got through and shot. He should have squared it to Haller, who was stood in the centre forwards position. But he's a very, very good player. And I mean, he's another one of the players Manchester United could have done with him today, because they're quite impotent up front. They don't really have a threat, you know. So yeah, I mean, it was. I thought Haller, he's gonna be pleased. He'll be disappointed because he didn't get an awful lot of service, but the team are playing well. The team are playing well, and once we got that goal, there was only ever one winner. I don't know, you might think differently about it, but I mean, I never felt under threat once we scored that first goal. Was I confident the second would come? Maybe not. But I never felt under threat. I always thought we were going to win. I thought we were going to win in the preview. As the game went on, I thought we were going to win, and I just never felt that they had anything in their armory to beat us whatsoever. And yeah, so that's almost that, because what had happened was we won a couple of free kicks. I remember we won the first one. I think maybe the first one was won by Wilshere, quite possibly. And Aaron Cresswell went to take a free kick, and it went over. It wasn't a terrible free kick, but it went over. And Gary Neville, we'll get to Sky in just a second. Gary Neville said at that point, it went over. De Gea would have had that covered. Well, we got another free kick shortly afterwards, and Aaron Cresswell took it again. But this was a more difficult free kick. It was from further out, and it was on target. And you know what? Gary Neville was wrong. De Gea didn't get to it. It was a perler. Obviously left-footed, so we can't particularly compare it to Payet because he's right-footed. But it was very, very good. We scored 2 wonderful, wonderful goals today. Really, really good. Where we go on match, I guess that was match of day 2, isn't it? Yeah, we wouldn't be on match of day because obviously Man City scored 200 goals yesterday against Watford, but we wouldn't have been on first anyway. But I don't know. Who cares? I don't even care. I'm sick of I'm sick of caring what match of the day are doing, and I'm sick of caring what Sky are doing. They had a team of 6 there today. They had the interviewer. He's just there. He's just the interviewer. He's there not there to give his opinion. They had a panel. Graham Souness, Liverpool. Roy Keane. And who was the other one? There was another Man United one. I've forgotten now. Someone help me out. Anyway, they had 2 Man United on the panel. And then in the commentary box, they had Gary Neville. I mean, it was ridiculous. They had not one West Ham representation in their whole team. And the whole punditry team. And the whole... Jose Mourinho, thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. The whole build-up was filled with Chelsea and Liverpool. I can sort of get that they were there. They, you know, I can understand that. I don't care. I don't watch a lot of this stuff. I'm usually at the game, and when I'm not, I tend not to watch it. We tend to be preparing a video and doing all this other stuff. So anyway, you know, it was. I just couldn't believe it. And then during the commentary, it's also Man U biased. And I get it. They're a big club. They really are. They've had some fantastic players. But now is not that time. They are not that team anymore. I said in the preview before, they're no better than West Ham. I'm proved right. We went and did a video for... I think they're called Terrace Talk. Nice guy, Man United fan, invited us on his channel. We did a preview. I got quite a lot of stick in the comments, which is fine. I put myself out. You say what you want in the comments, as long as it's football related, which it was. It's absolutely fine. But they were saying this guy's deluded. Why does he think West Ham will beat Man United? I'm not deluded. You all know, if you follow these channels, that before we were going to go and play Man City, I said we're going to get thumped. They're going to tonk us. I'll tell you what. Well, I probably would want to see Man City against Man U now, or Liverpool against Man U. They would. I mean, it would not be a pretty sight. And I don't say it to be antagonistic. It's not. I've got to be honest. I do wind Tottenham up a bit on these videos. I do, but I don't try and be antagonistic for the sake of it. Aston Villa were better than Manchester United. I'm sure you'll all agree. I'm not speaking out of turn or saying anything else. So I just wish with their punditry team they would call it as they saw it. They do have a couple of good players, so I won't particularly talk about Man U. I'll say a little bit. They do have a couple of good players. Daniel James is good, but today he wasn't better than Ryan Fredericks. So I'm not even convinced he's our best right back. So that's the situation we're in. I'll just say it again, okay? Because I actually wrote it down. As I was trying to make notes. I stopped making notes, but this is what I wrote down for those of you that weren't here at the start of the video. Today, we beat Manchester United without our best player, without playing well to the best of our ability, without ever really thinking that once we went 1-0 up that they were going to score. And that's strange for West Ham because you're always biting your nails at West Ham, thinking, oh, no, they're going to, you know, that the opposition are going to score. I didn't really get the squeaky bum time. We beat Manchester United. We were so comfortable. We took off our quickest player and a player that was providing a lot of threat at that point, Felipe Anderson. At 1-0, our manager was so confident of beating Manchester United, he took Felipe Anderson off to rest him for the League Cup game against Oxford on Tuesday. That's how comfortable he was. He was so comfortable. He put Jack Wilshere on. He thought, I'm not going to play without any wingers. And it's not like he closed it up and packed the defence. We still carried on attacking. I mean, this is absolutely never any. And I've written down here, never in a position to win the game. Be it 3 points. They had chances at 1-1 to make it 1-1. But Man United were never threatened to win that game. They never threatened to win. Or at any point in that game were they better than us. And I understand it's difficult for Man United fans. I really, really do. Because we took a lot of stick as well for the Declan Rice thing. And McTominay's loads better. And Declan Rice won't get in a Man United team. I tell you now, and I don't want them to go, clearly. And I don't think they would go. Manchester United, West Ham have quite a few players that would get into that Manchester United team. And midfield would have got into that Manchester United team. Don't tell me Noble wasn't better than Matic. Don't tell me that Declan Rice isn't better than McTominay. That's not the case at all. I think James is probably getting our team, but on the other side, possibly. But then again, our winger, Felipe Anderson, got an assist. Our other winger scored a good goal as well, and a good assist. I think our centre halves, Harry Maguire had a good chance, but it was a good save. We got a good goalkeeper. That goalkeepers are part of the team. To win a game, you've got to get past the goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper's very good. But you know what? Our two centre halves are very good. Today, our fullbacks were very good. One of them scored a blinding goal. Our midfield was very, very good today as well. Our wingers both contributed, did very well. We got a very good striker. Why Manchester United weren't pursuing Sebastian Haller when they let Lukaku go, I don't know. But these are all problems with Manchester United. Okay. But my only point is, why still the continued loving? What from Sky? Why the big analysis from Sky Sports the whole time about what's gone wrong at Manchester United? We know what's gone wrong at Manchester United. This has been happening for quite a while. We know the problems, Ed Woodward. We know they don't recruit properly. We know they spend lots of money. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, Gary Neville. But come on, give West Ham some credit here. We went into the game. We're a force to be reckoned with at home. We are fourth in the league. We're joint third. I'm not suggesting we're going to finish there. I just don't think we will. We will lose games, and we weren't brilliant today. And that was one of my points. We beat Manchester United comfortably without being at our best. We were much better against Norwich. Much, much better. I'm sure you'll all agree. Who else came on the pitch? Snodgrass came on towards the end, didn't he? And Zabaleta. Maybe Frederick's got a little knock. Hope he hasn't. But we were good. We were really, really good. I think I've pretty much covered it all. I'm interested to hear what you say in the chat. I'm not going to scroll all the way back to the start. Oliver's said in the chat here, very good performance by Rice tonight. Rice, there was pressure on Rice because of the guy, do you know the Manchester United guy who does the blogger, who does Manchester United videos? After the England game, he heavily criticised Rice. He was the one that really started it all, said Rice would never get into the Manchester United team and all the rest of it. Rice was always going to play well today. Always going to play well. And so it proved. Jazza, hello, Jazza, and Slav's in the chat as well. Rob Tyler, he said he had to put Gary Neville on mute. It was hard. I mean, he even found it hard to be gracious when the Cresswell goal went in, which was a blinder. I don't have a problem with Gary Neville as a pundit. I actually as a commentator, I think I quite like him, actually. I really like Roy Keane. I really do. But I'm just not sure they should be doing Manchester United games. I understand why they get them in. But if you're going to do that, make it, as somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, have Tony Gale there and Roy Keane or something like that. Let's have a bit of West Ham in there if you're going to do it. Or just don't do it at all. Just have completely neutral people. What's the Jazza saying? Have a nice drink tonight, Gonzo. Too much apple juice to the kids. Look, I've got a terrible sore throat. I don't. It's been sunny, not today. It's raining. Just it was miserable at the stadium as well. Absolutely miserable today. So it was good. Was really, really good. But the performance. Harry P.S., who's a regular contributor, said media loving Leicester, not a peep for us. We're level on points last season. It is absolutely right, actually, that Leicester are getting a lot of praise, aren't they? And we are level on points, and we've done just the same as them. But that's fine. We're all right. There's so many, you're listening to this now, and you're going to spend the night. You can watch fan cams, and they'll all be fun and enjoy. And Gio's uploading the review over on our main channel. We've got enough to keep ourselves busy. You don't have to worry what they're doing. What I would say about Leicester is I watched the game yesterday, the highlights. James Maddison was linked with Manchester United. You'd have to say he would be mad to go to Manchester United. I would advise James Maddison to stay at Leicester City, where they have the continuity, where they're building something. Paul said that Neville did praise Noble. I'm not saying Neville does. Yeah, I mean, fair point. He does, but it's through gritted teeth, and it's just 80% of the chat is about Manchester United, isn't it? Why are Manchester United breaking them down? Why aren't Manchester United attacking? Manchester United are so bad, but sometimes you just have to, it's. I think in times gone by it was more frustrating because you had no other information about West Ham. At least you can go online and read about West Ham. You can interact. You can come on here. You can have your say. You can go and watch the fan cams. You can go onto your favourite website and read all about it. So at least they haven't got a monopoly. And do you know what? At the very least, there's 308 people in the live chat at the moment there. That's 308 people that aren't watching Sky and hopefully enjoying chatting with each other in the chat and not worrying about all of that stuff. Can I have, just from the chat now, can I have your man of the matches, please? Just literally start typing them in now. As I said, I disagree with you. Pelly took Anderson off because he kept giving the ball away, and he could rely on Wilshere more to keep the ball and kill off the game. Anderson probably won't even start against Oxford. Jazza, we will see. We will see. We will see, because we'll find out on Tuesday, my friend. Okay. Eric, Noble. Paul, Noble. Jumping Flash, Noble. Seb James, Noble. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Crikey, you lot are fast. That's what happens when 300 people are in the chat. Hold on. I need to give a... Awesome Gamer, Noble. Alan Persaud, Noble. Mick, Noble. Andy, Noble. Tim Cummins, Noble. Harry Pierce, not Scott McTominay. The Gremster, I like that name. Noble. Vegard, Noble. Noble, says Langer Studios. Eddie Duffy says Noble. Mr. Mike Manera says Noble and Rice. I mean, we are just getting an awful lot here. Reese says Noble. Stephen, Madam Rice, sorry. Michael Vickers, Noble. Vinay says Noble. Gonzo is my man of the match for this stream, says Growing Perspective. You're very kind. Kind man. Everyone's saying Noble. It's going so fast. I wish I could show you a screenshot. It's going like that. Lots of Nobles. Some Diop in there from Andrew. Did play well, didn't he, Andrew? Cresswell. Let's give Cresswell a shout. A few of you are saying Cresswell as well. A few people are saying Noble for Prime Minister. Fabianski says Asian Juanasov. He kept us in it twice. And you've got to give him a bit of credit, haven't you? Jazz, I think Gary Neville was man of the match. This is going to be one of my last videos in here, because I've got the man cave, the studio, whatever you want to call it, is nearly finished. I've actually uploaded it, the progress on it. If you've not seen it, on my Gonzo channel. It's not really a channel. I don't really upload stuff on it, but I've uploaded my man cave progress. On my, I'll put the. Do you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me have a quick look now, on my YouTube, and if I can, I'll try and see if I can pop it on here. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. Gonzo, man cave. Will that bring it up? I don't know if I can. I'll pop the... Oh, here we go. Man cave update. Shed build update. That's it. I got it there. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. For those of you, because people keep asking, let's copy that. Right in the chat right now. Right now. There's a link. There's an update on my man cave that I filmed yesterday. So I'm not going to be in here for very long. Don't click off this video yet and go and look at it. Enjoy your West Ham. Just if you're bored and you're interested, at some point you're going to have a lot of videos. I'm going to get off this soon, because you're going to want to go and watch all the other videos I upload from our channel and from the other channels, all your favourites. I'm not going to keep you. You've heard enough of me talking. But the man cave soon, and then I'll be able to do so many more videos. I've got to apologise now. A bit self-indulgent, actually. I didn't want to start the video by saying this. I've got to apologise for the lack of content and uploads on this channel. I've been working really hard. I've been trying to get the man cave finished. Once that happens, I'll start uploading. I think I'm actually going to start uploading daily on this channel. Just quick. I wanted to do something on Felipe Anderson this week as well. I want to do something on the system we're playing. So I want to try and start doing daily vlogs, whatever, something like that. I'm just gonna have to all the kit around me. It's all gonna be set up, and I'll just be able to just press record. Just makes it easy enough for me. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about myself, because it's West Ham have won, and it's really good. We're up to 4th. Thank you for joining in, everybody on the chat. Do enjoy it. It is everything is positive. Paul Keenan says the man cave looks awesome. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. You know, I'm anyway, I wasn't going to talk about it anymore. Up to 4th, comfortable all game. The inquest will not enjoy it. What I'm saying is enjoy your West Ham media. Yeah, I mean, click on everyone else. Go on Knees Up Mother Brown. Go on West Ham Fan TV. Go on Claret and Hugh. Go on all your favourite sites, because the media, the inquest now, is going to be about how Manchester United have gone into demise. It's going to be about Solskjaer losing his job. It's going to be all of that other stuff. Ignore it. Don't pay attention to it. enjoy the West Ham, because how often have we been in this position? We've got a League Cup game coming up on Tuesday. We then go to Bournemouth for an away game on Saturday. I'm hoping that my old sore throat and cold is not going to get any worse. I'm certainly not doing my sore throat any good anymore at the moment. But if so, then I'll be down there for that game, and I'll do an instant reaction from the terrace at Bournemouth. And try and edit in a bit of footage for that. I'm hoping to go to Oxford. Hopefully this clears up. Hopefully to go to Oxford away. I'm going to travel up there with my mate Nick. Hopefully. So there'll be good reports from that. Blah, 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 blah. Go. Everybody go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining on the chat. And I'll catch up with you over the next couple of days. If not, I'll definitely catch up with you Tuesday when I upload the video. Thumbs up, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. All that other stuff. Do it, don't do it, whatever. Just make sure you enjoy your evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Kick back. West Ham are fourth unless Chelsea beat Liverpool by 1 goal and kick us into the lowly position of 5th. Are they playing Liverpool? I think they're playing Liverpool. I might have got that right. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're riding high. We'll let everyone else worry about relegation. I am going to go now. I'll take too long to end these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very, very soon. Do I want to end the stream? End the stream. Yes, thank you. Take care, everyone. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.